The world in Outer Worlds 2 is beautiful and very immersive. The music is some of the best that I've experienced. In fact, the music feels like it's part of the gameplay itself and is always suited to whatever situation you're in. The music that plays during combat is always dramatic and edgy, and even the music that plays in the background while you're communicating with various characters feel like it adds to the interest of the conversation. Now, this isn't a gameplay video, but one thing I must mention, only because it's an element of the game that is so crucial to how you will experience the game. That element is the double jump boots, or the double jump ability as some people call it. Because if you don't get these boots, if you don't acquire them, you'll miss out on so many things that the game has to offer. I cannot say enough about how great the verticality in this game is. So if you don't have the double jump ability, you will probably only experience about 30 to 40% of what this wonderful game has to offer. Just as an example, after acquiring the double jump ability, I decided to do another search of the area where my ship was landed, the landing pad. And when I went back, I jumped on top of a couple of crates that I could not access before. And on top of that crate, I found some items. Along on the very top, I ended up finding my very first sniper rifle. Now, if I didn't have the jump ability, I was not going to be able to find any of that, because you can believe I am an explorer. Many of you who follow the channel, you know this. That's one of the reasons why I edit a lot of my videos, because a lot of times I just feel like I'm doing things and exploring areas, especially if it's uneventful. Now, if I find something of interest, I always leave that in the video. But if I end up exploring somewhere and there's nothing there, I pretty much edit that part out. But I tried to search this area. I found a few things, but I ended up finding a whole lot more once I got that double jump ability. So make sure that you get that, because you can miss out. There's a mission that's connected to the game. I'll place a video down in the bottom where I'm playing it, where you can see exactly what I'm talking about. We're not going to get too much into that in this video. In fact, this isn't even really a review, because I really don't review games. I kind of more or less like give my opinion of them, and that is exactly what I'm doing here. But you would definitely, I'm really surprised that they have this game set up so that you can miss out on that double jump ability, because it is so crucial to this game. Now, one of the things too that you need to understand about the game is the different factions that's in the game. And that plays a very important role in it. Now, you have the Protectorate, which is a military style regime that, you know, runs a style of government on Arcadia, which views order and obedience as the keys to stability. And they also hold a monopoly on the freedom to travel, the different technologies that allow you to travel to different places and things like that. And then there's Auntie's Choice, which is a powerful corporate conglomerate born from the merger between Auntie Cleo's and Spacer's Choice. Their ambition is basically to do what corporations do, which is to control anything that you can buy and profit from. And then there is the Order of the Ascendant, a faith-based, like kind of a technocratic faction that looks at the rifts, which is a subject of the game, as something to harness. A path to humanity's perfect future through science and rituals and control. They're kind of a weird group, but definitely very interesting. Now, the rifts are described as unstable tears in space, time, or in the structure of the colony system of Arcadia. They manifest as anomalies that indicate something is off with the fabric of reality in the game setting. They're central to both the urgency of the narrative and also the gameplay mechanic of the, like, hidden exploration and all of that. Now, you as the character, you have a piece of technology that allows you to deal with the rifts, so you can travel around. And don't worry, they're not like the double jump boost. The game is going to give you that, of course, because, well, if they don't give you that, you won't be able to go to other planets, which means that, yeah, would be no use in even playing the game. So don't worry about that piece of technology. That will actually be given to you, unlike the double jump ability. Now, the consequences in this game are big. If you're somebody who wants things to play out perfectly, I suggest that you basically save in the game, because all of your decisions affect how things play out, and there are consequences to the combat and the dialogue choices. In fact, like I was saying, you know, if you're someone who wants to make sure that your choices work out in a certain way, I suggest saving before engaging in any conversation in case they don't work out the way you want it. Now, I'm not one to really promote the idea of $70 video games. I must say that if there is a video game that's worth $70, this game is definitely one of them. I get that it doesn't have the technical prowess that a lot of people are looking for. To me, the game is absolutely stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. But some people like a certain type. They like the games to look like movies. If they look like video games too much, then you know they're not really into the art style, no matter how beautiful it is. To them, the greatest video game graphics are always the graphics where you look at a character's face and you're wondering, is that a photograph? You know, but I don't care about any of that. I'm basically a fun factor guy. But you could play through this game 3 or 4 times and have 3 or 4 different experiences. The reliability of this game, or rally, what am I talking about? Reliability. I need coffee. The replayability of this game is just simply undeniable, guys. I mean, things can really play out differently according to what may seem to be irrelevant decisions. For example, in one playthrough, when I went to the security office in Fairfield, a gentleman was locked behind the cell bars, and I had an interesting conversation with him. But through a second playthrough, I told you sometimes I just want to see how things play out if I do things differently. I went back to the security office, and because I did things differently, when I approached this gentleman, when I approached the bars, there was no conversation opportunity. He didn't want to talk to me. It was almost like he didn't even acknowledge that I was there. In another situation where I happened up on a firing range, I was presented with an opportunity to give a short speech to a group of recruits. In the version of this opportunity, I completely blew it the first time because of the dialogue choices I made. But in another playthrough, because of the dialogue choices I made, I was able to actually speak to the recruits. Now, I personally stick with my choices. So in my gameplay, I just live with the consequences of my choices. I don't save. I don't try to change what I basically just live whatever choices I make. And like I said, but however, sometimes I will, out of curiosity, just to make a video, just to show people how differently things can work out, I will go back and access that save point, and I'll play things a little differently. One other thing is so epic to me in this game is the voice acting and the design of the characters themselves. This is done so well that I can safely say that they went far beyond expectations when it comes to the quality of the voice acting in this game, and the lip syncing that matches perfectly with what the characters are saying. Another thing I want to talk about is the locations. Now, you guys know I love me some Starfield, and yes, I do have some more Starfield games videos coming out. In fact, I'm going to be playing a lot of the vanilla story, man. I'm having some nostalgia attacks here, and I want to go back and play the original story. So I'm going to be making videos of me just playing the original story. But one of the things that they did right from the rip in this one is the locations are just great, and they're so varied, they're so different, they're so versatile. They're, like I said, it's just different. You don't have to worry about any place looking the same in this game or whatever. And look, let's admit, as much as I love me some Starfield, that was a problem. It wasn't as big of a problem as a lot of people made it seem, but it was a problem. Now, the DLC, ever since the DLC came out, Shattered Space, you can clearly see in that DLC that going forward, that is not going to be a problem in Starfield, because say what you will about the DLC, I loved Shattered Space. Once I went there, I stayed there. I did not leave until I completed the whole story, and I think I probably played all of the side missions as well. But there was no place that looked alike. So going forward, this is not going to be an issue in Starfield. But that is not even an issue in this game, period. No place looks alike at all. And I love the art style. Speaking of that, I spoke earlier briefly about the art style. And this is not, this doesn't look like a movie. It very much looks like a video game, which is great. I love this, man. It's so colorful. The characters are very interesting. There's some laugh out loud moments that come because it's so surprising. It has kind of what they call, I think they call that like that dry humor type of humor. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember the show Frasier, but I used to love Frasier, and a lot of the humor that's in Frasier is not really for a lot of people. A lot of people like more of that direct type of humor instead of that dry or sarcastic type of humor. That's the type of humor you're going to find in this video game, and it can often take you by surprise. But and they pepper in just enough of it. It's not too much. So yeah, I'm sorry if you heard that horn. Anyway, I'm getting mad with that person. They have no idea I'm making a video. I shouldn't get mad. But anyway, look, guys, I didn't want to take up too much of your time, man. I just wanted to give you an idea of what I'm thinking about this game. I'm going to go ahead and let you go, man. If you're playing the game and you're loving the game, let me know what you're thinking and what you're liking about it. And if you're not liking it, you know, hey, you're probably not looking at this video. But if you do happen to be looking at this video, you know, say what you didn't like about it. That's, you know, what you want to do. But yeah, I'm loving it. No game is for everybody. You know, everybody is not. Some players don't even like entire genres, you know. So I'm a space game guy, so this is really for me. And by the way, there's no seamless flight in here. There's no seamless flight in here. So I don't want anybody to go get this game, man, and think and come back and say, hey, man, why do you tell me there was no seamless flight? There's no seamless flight in this game, okay? But the game is still great. It is a wonderful game, man. Very in-depth. The things like your skills and your perks and all that, man, I cannot say enough about how much those things really make a difference. You can clearly tell the difference, man. And I suggest, personally, engineering is one, lock picking, and there's one. Which other one am I doing? Am I doing explosives? I forgot which one I'm doing. I know I'm doing lock picking and engineering, and man, I forgot which one I'm doing. But anyway, that's really important. It's really important, and that's the thing too that really affects the game and the outcome of many things, and the way you have to access different things, like. Right. In one, when I visited the security office, when I was telling you the guy in one playthrough, the guy spoke to me and the other one didn't, I blew the door. But in another one, because I had the double jump ability, I went around on the side of the building, went up on the rooftop, and there was an opening into the same room where I blew the door, and I was able to access everything anyway. But if I didn't have the right abilities, I wouldn't have been able to blow that door that early in the game. It was pretty early in the game. But man, it really makes a difference. And that again goes back to the replayability of this game. That just can't be said enough. So yeah, a lot of people, you know, if you think that, me personally, I think games should still be around $50 or $60. But look, if you're somebody who buys $70 games, great. Oh, and by the way, this game is on Game Pass, which is how I'm accessing it. It is play anywhere. I'm playing the game anywhere. I played it on the Xbox. I did a video where I played it on the Xbox. Also, I play it on my PC, and I also play it on my ROG Ally, which is the original ROG Ally. And yeah, it runs great. I mostly play my ROG because I play it on the corner of the couch here, and it's really close to the plug. I usually play mine plugged up, and it's great the way it plugs up because it plugs up on top and you can easily hold it. I hate the ones that plug up on the bottom or something like that, but it plugs up right. For me, it's like, it just doesn't bother me at all. It's like the plug isn't even there. So I played with maximum settings on the handheld, and it just works great. From what I understand, it's playing well on all the handhelds that I've heard. It's playing well on the Legion Go, even the original Legion Go, the Legion Go 2, and the new Xbox handheld. So yeah, there is that. So yeah, guys, that's it, man. If you watched the video, thank you for watching. And I will be making more videos about this game. But just wanted to give you guys an idea of what I was thinking about it so far. I know I'm releasing these gameplay videos. Man, everything's great in this game, man. The shooting, the dialogue, the characters, the art style, the locations, everything is just great. So anyway, guys, enough of that. You know what to do. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a nice comment down in the comment section so you can help me out with the algorithm so I can grow the channel. All right, guys. Until next time, stay safe.